murky start to the day for many of us and staying chilly where we keep those cloudy skies, but brightening up for some of us. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up. Good morning, Britain.
About the wildfires. Now they're talking the Oscars.
Yeah. So they've already delayed some of the premieres. They were talking about, obviously, Meghan Markle delaying her new series that she has coming out. The big thing is that they are still contained. And actually, we're continuing to today, looking at the meteorological conditions that have happened. So it's been very warm, it's been very dry, it's been very windy. And if we look at the scale between it being rare or exceptionally rare, it falls in sort of the very rare category. It's pretty unusual for these conditions to happen. But is it just one of those things that will happen naturally, or is it down to climate change? And this report that came out yesterday shows that it is down to human-caused climate change that we are seeing these wildfires happening. So the next chart shows us that. So we could have it as influenced by natural variability, something that would just happen, one of those things in nature. But we now know that these are strengthened by climate change. The exceptionally high temperatures, the very dry conditions with no rain barely since May, when we should have had a lot of wet weather in the autumn time, and also these very strong winds. So yes, we know it's climate change that are causing these and making them worse. But we have some good news. Like I said, the two biggest fires haven't grown in area, and we've been looking at how much they've been contained. So the Eaton fire, still the same area as yesterday, but the containment is higher, and the Palisades fire has not grown in the last 24 hours, actually in the last 48 hours, and the containment has grown. The issue is, with stronger winds, in the next few days, we're likely to see the air assaults that have been helping to put out and alleviate those fires being postponed, and it looks like they could grow further. For us in the UK, we have relatively settled weather. High pressure sits across the UK, trying its hardest to block the approach of these weather fronts moving in from the Atlantic. The northwest likely to be wettest as we head through the end of the week and on into the weekend. The south staying largely dry. But what it means is we just chase around areas of cloud, which is a real headache. Whether you have clear or cloudy makes a huge difference to your day and nighttime temperatures. So first thing this morning, the cloudiest skies are across the north, where we have our mildest weather. It's starting off at about 12 degrees in the north. Clearer skies in the south means it's a little bit chilly here, but at least greeted by some sunshine. Centrally, it is a misty, murky start to the day. Those misty conditions will slowly lift and break. The whole of the southeast stays cloudy, and I think disappointingly cool, 9-10 degrees at the very best, with limited amounts of brightness. But away from here, sunny skies and temperatures way above where they should be, 13 degrees across Aberdeen. Now, tonight, topped and tail with cloud, 5 or 6 degrees, frost-free, but for the Midlands with clear skies, a chilly night ahead. Every day is a school day. Now, weather-wise, it is cloudy for many of us through the next few days. It is staying largely dry thanks to high pressure, blocking weather fronts moving in. And whether you have cloudy skies or clear skies makes a big difference to our temperatures by day and night as we head through the next few days. This morning, very cloudy across the north. We're starting at 12 degrees across Scotland this morning. In the south, a little chillier where we have some clear skies. For central areas of England, Wales, it's a misty, murky start this morning, just a few hundred metres visibility, so slow going on the roads. Just make sure you're aware of that and allow some extra time and space while you're driving. But that slowly lifts and burns off for most of us. So for Scotland, for Northern Ireland, Northern England, the Midlands, Wales and the southwest of England, plenty of sunshine by this afternoon. The southeast, though, stays cloudy with outbreaks of drizzle at times, that cloud thick enough here, and it keeps it grey and grim. So temperature-wise, we're actually above average right across the board, but the top temperature today across the northeast of Scotland with 13 degrees. And this evening and overnight tonight, we still have the cloudy skies across the south and east and the cloud across the northwest. And it means these areas stay frost-free, starting around about 5-6 degrees. But centrally, with clearer skies, that is where we see the return of a nighttime frost. So how do things play out as we head through the next 7 days? Well, let's take a look at our outlook. And actually, the main thing is, after the bitterly cold weather we had last week, it is so much milder. The white line here in the middle across the north of the UK shows where our temperatures should be for the time of year, and we are sitting way above average by day and by night. A percentage chance of rainfall, well, it is largely dry. High pressure keeps weather fronts at bay for the next few days. Friday and Sunday, the days we're most likely to see wet weather across the far north and west. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be for the time of year, and that's the white line in the middle, and they are sitting above average, moderating into the start of next week. But you can see sunny spells symbols most days. High pressure sits around the south, and that means the outlook is largely dry as well as being largely mild and frost-free for many.